I've spent many years helping people with interview preparation and to find jobs and keep jobs. And I thought maybe we could do some of my techniques to actually help some of you who are in that position where you're looking to change jobs or maybe looking for your first job. Whichever way, I wanted to tell you that there is some tips and techniques that you may not be aware of. When I used to work with employers, one of the things that they were keen to know was that the person who they employed could do the job and would fit in with everybody else. They're not trying to trick you. They want to hire you. They don't want to go through that process. It's a lot of work to actually advertise for a job and interview people. They want to give it to you if you are the right person. So it's often a lot simpler than you think. Yes, you have to sell yourself and you have to do your preparation, but ultimately it's about going in there with confidence, having done your research, and just looking them in the eye and being honest and presenting yourself in the best possible way. So I wanted you to just think about that and bear that in mind. What is it that you've got to offer? Make sure that you go in having done your research, knowing something about the company. And there is something called the halo effect, which is the way you come across when you walk in a room. They often say that people make their first impression about you within maybe 10 seconds. People have already started to get a feel for you as you walk in. That's not about discrimination. That's just whether they've got a good instinct for you, whether you're a good fit for them. We're all human beings and we have to create that rapport to make sure that the person feels that they can trust us, that they like us, and that we're going to get along and be able to work together. So creating that halo effect is about giving the best possible first impression. And how you do that is when you walk in, make sure you smile and do a very genuine smile. Look them in the eye, shake their hand. I used to do a lot of this with people and make sure that we would make sure they did a good firm handshake, not any kind of wet lettuce. Make sure your hand's not sweaty. Wipe it on your clothes before you go in, or wash your hands as quickly as you can, close to the time you go in, because there's nothing worse than a kind of a wet, sweaty handshake. So firm handshake, look them in the eye, smile, and make sure that you use positive body language, that you're coming across as confident. Make sure that you smell nice. I know that's something that not everybody considers, but not too much fragrance, whether you're a man or a woman, maybe none at all, but just make sure that you're fresh, make sure that you've brushed your teeth, there's nothing in your teeth, and just make sure that you're giving the best impression that you can. If you're feeling a little bit nervous, let's do a simple tapping technique. You know me, I like to do a little bit of tapping in almost every situation. So what would it be? You want to feel confident. So just before you get in, you might want to do this in the car or in the restroom. Tap on the side of the hand. Deep breath. I want to feel confident in this interview. I can feel confident in this interview. I will feel confident in this interview. I feel confident in this interview. I'm okay. Tap under the nose 20 times. Or thereabouts. Switch hands. I want to feel even more confident in this interview. I can feel even more confident in this interview. I will feel even more confident in this interview. I feel even more confident in this interview. I'm okay. I'm even more than okay. You might want to say it slightly differently. You might want to say, I want to be even more confident in this interview. I can be. That might be a more powerful word for you. Or I want to feel prepared for this interview. Or I want to remember everything I've learned in this interview. The preparation you've done. Whatever makes sense to you, tap on it. Let me know how you go. Best wishes for your amazing future. You got this.